Today we're going to take a quick look at the VILTROX DC-550 touchscreen field monitor. The company did send it over for me to check out and make this video. So let's take a look at what comes in the box, and then I will show this to you on my camera. Also, first of all, you do get the monitor, you get a battery, you get several HDMI cables, and you can choose which one works right for your camera. They do have one for Sony because I use the Sony ZV-E10, and then everything comes in this nice hard shell carry case as well. So as far as the monitor goes, oh, and you get the mount. I forgot about the mount, but you do get the mount as well. So you can mount this up a couple different places. One place is here on the bottom, so you can do that. And then if you're shooting vertical, you can actually mount it here and mount this vertical as well, which is pretty cool. And while I'm down here, you do have HDMI in, so this is where your camera feed is going to go. And then you do have an HDMI out, so if you want to send this signal to somewhere else, you can. You also have headphones on the side as well. Flip it over here. This is where you have your Type-C in. So if you didn't have a battery, you can just run power to it. And then you also have a DC in option there. Now, up here on the top, you have these user settings that you can save here and a back button. But then you also have the SD card slot. Now, this is where you can put like LUTs and stuff like that inside of here and have those be a part of this. Also, if you need a firmware update, you would use that as well. Here on the side, this is going to be your on and off button. And then this button, you're going to press this. That's going to activate the menu, which you'll see here in a moment. And then you can scroll through the menu settings with that. But it's also touchscreen as well. Then the battery just goes here on the back. So you can just lock that into place. And then the battery is rechargeable with USB-C. So this just slides in and clicks into place there. Kind of hard to click in, kind of hard to get out, but that's good. So if you're out in the field, your battery's not flopping out of here. But overall, feels really good in the hand. And you can pop this sunshade off if you want to. I recommend just leaving it on. Just press this button, give it a little flip. It's going to open up just like that. And this thing is super nice. So let's go ahead and take a look at it on my camera. So this is what it looks like on my camera, all mounted up. So you can see the battery and everything there. Just have it plugged in. Got my camera turned on. I'm going to open this up once more. Just flip it up, super easy in clear screen. I'm so impressed with this screen, and it's also a touch screen, so that makes it even better. But you can turn it on. It takes just a second or so for this thing to power on. You'll kind of see the loading screen. So definitely power it on before you need to shoot, obviously, just to give it a few seconds here to get signal and everything else on the camera. So super clear screen. I'm telling you, one of the best field monitors I've seen. And I was kind of learning this while I was shooting this video, but to get the menu activated, just press the side, and then you can go through and touch the screen. And there's a lot of different settings. I'm not going to go through all of them in this video, but everything that you can expect from a field monitor, all the histograms. Like I said, you can put the LUTs in there. You can change the audio settings, obviously, the language settings. I mean, all kind of the basic stuff that you would see. You can also put it in vertical mode. So that's what I just did there. I just put that in vertical mode, and I'm just kind of punching through it just to see what I can do. But I can set up all kinds of stuff. I can set up safe areas. I can set up grid lines. I can zoom on here. I can see all my full waves, my vector scope, histogram. A lot of options that I'm not going to go through on here. Once again, I can zoom on here, so I think I'm going to zoom in with this monitor as well, so I can see what's going on. But overall, really good quality. I really appreciate the company sending it over to me. I don't really get out of the studio very often and get into the field, and partly because I haven't really used a field monitor that I've enjoyed using very much. And so I would say I'm more of like a person who sits in my studio and records and have my stuff kind of pre-set up. But now that I have this and I do have that extra camera, I'm going to be a little bit more confident going outside, being able to see the shot and not looking at a little LCD screen and all that stuff. So really good quality. I'm excited to get to use it and see what else this thing can do. But just so far, pulling it right out of the box, checking it out, trying it out, I was highly impressed with the quality of the screen. Hope this video helps.